Okay, here we are. The music is really intense, yo. Just added it to the playlist, but I don't remember when. It sounds intense. Okay, Quadus Xeno Day 135. Let's go. Okay. So, last time we finished, the Slave Albus, is that it? Yeah. Last time we went on a massive grind trying to reach the level of Tribunus Militaris, I think it was. We rose through the ranks and now we have independent command. This is my army. There we go. And I was just given a quest to crush a slave rebellion all the way in Neapolis. Kind of weird that they'd give that mission to the Legion that's stationed in the UK, but okay. Never mess with the mushrooms. Anyway, if anyone is here directly from watching the video on the channel, welcome and thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Alright. Let's keep going. Already new stuff is happening, okay. The soldier enters your tent while you're eating a meal. It is about an urgent matter. Commander, a woman is approached. She is riding on a donkey and is dressed in a dirty cloak. And she has a lot of makeup on her face to conceal her age. We thought she would be a prostitute. We wanted to pay her, but she refused and threw all kinds of insults at us. Of course, we won't allow ourselves to be insulted by some damned wench, so we tried to capture her and then beat the hell out of her. But suddenly, she threw a bottle of wine on the head of a centurion. He was knocked out. Based. Then she defended herself with a Pugio and proceeded to shout all kinds of insults and weird stuff. She claimed that she knows you and whatnot, but she's a hoe, isn't she? Why would you, Dominus, know her? Finally, we captured her, and now I am asking if we can, Jesus Christ. That starts off rough. That must be Antonia, you imbecile. Bring her to me gently and prepare a proper lunch. Also, get the best wine for her you can find, and don't you dare touch her. Of course, Dominus. Any other orders? Before I forget, anyone who dares call her will be whipped 150 times. Shoot. That's gonna drop morale. Of course. A bit overexposed. Oh, there she is. I hope there's no, that could be really bad. What are you heeding? A horde of barbarians? How can they dare to treat a lady like that? My soldiers can be very special, especially when they are drunk. Special? Is this a jest? Yeah, it was. They are a wild rabble. What kind of man are you? You must teach them proper manners, keep them in check and teach them discipline. They thought I was a hoe. I do not look like one. Don't look good, though it smells tasty. I will give it a try. I hope for you I won't be disappointed. You take her cloak and offer her a seat. The table is laid with a variety of dishes, including venison from the recent hunt. The wine, a fine Sicilian vintage, is a gift from one of your officers. You pour the wine into a cup and offer it to Antonia. Together, you both spill a small amount on the ground as an offering to the gods. We engage in conversation. Hold up, guys. Oh well, she took her cloak off. I'm getting worried now. I may have to switch to webcam only if this continues. The gift from a Centurio, a friend of mine. What's the plan now? What did you do in the meantime? A lot, she says, her tone teasing. But I won't tell you just yet. We'll meet at a special occasion. First, because I have something to show you, and second, because no one else should hear what I'm about to say. Not your stupid soldiers, not your companions. She pauses, her gaze sharp. To be more precise, we'll meet at the ancient Etruscan Necropolis near Tarquini. I'll mark it on your map. It feels like talking to President Garvey. It's wiser to discuss everything in private. However, we could also meet at a grove nearby. It would be faster. NVT, how do you not get tired of this game? Because I'm a grifter. It makes me money on my channel. But also, I've never played this story mode for this particular mod before, and it's pretty interesting. I like it. Also, welcome to the stream. I feel like if we do that, it's not gonna be safe for work. I'm too worried. Alright, I will be there. Very good. I will stay with you for the rest of the day. I missed you a lot. I have to say, I enjoyed when you stayed at my home and I were nursing you. Wasn't this not a good time? You wounded me severely with a knife. I could have died of the wounds. But I was treating you, wasn't I? I have to be honest, I doubt your skills in treating wounds. It was more luck that the injury didn't become infected than your expertise. Well, I'll admit it, sometimes I have more luck than sense. I've survived more battles than most soldiers, and it feels like the gods are always smiling on me. As you are not even appreciating my efforts, I will never again treat your wounds. I not only freed you from slavery by removing your mark, I also treated your wounds and cooked you food, and then I prepared your rise to power. And you don't even show any appreciation. Please, I didn't mean it like that. I appreciate all your efforts and help. Oh, I couldn't be angry at you anyway. Now let's enjoy the time together. She smiles and looks at you a bit provocatively. Alright. Just in case. Okay, so the option perfect. Let's raise our cups to honor the gods. Cheers. I honor you, Aphrodite, and Bacchus, my two favorite gods. I don't doubt it. Your little place starts out quite conventionally, downright boringly normal, and then Antonia turns into a she-wolf with a bit, biting, and scratching. In the end, she honors... Okay, it's just text, luckily, although there is a classical painting. In the end, she honors Aphrodite with such ecstasy that even the soldiers outside the tent can only marvel. The reason I put myself on camera is because there are mods that do go a little further and show extra stuff, and I'm not trying to get banned here or anything. So, just give me a sec here. The Night's Watch sees her sneaking away and thinks it's part about the day's event. Continue. Oh, okay. It's done. So, we had a bit of fun, but it was just a description, luckily. Okay. Let's carry on with the quest. Off to Neapolis we go. Moral is average. Could be nice to have a bit of a fight going on. Oh, come on. Jesus. Only have 2 days worth of food left. Okay, you guys are pissing me off. There you go. That shouldn't be too hard. Let's just lead the charge. Mods that what, Tobias? Mods that go a little too far. If you know what I mean. Okay, so this is my army. This is my gear as Tribunus Militaris. Quite happy with it. I look like Maximus, except for the helmet. that the archers? Why are y'all so spread out? Like, so tightly. Okay, well that's a pretty solid army. Like, they got some serious gear on them. Okay, where are they? Like, way at the edge of the map. Okay. This is the one criticism I'll make of this mod. The battle maps are just way too huge. They gotta fix this. What's my battle size? 316, that's fine. Don't mind me, guys. It's just that my army needs a bit of a morale boost on the way to complete our quest. Alright, let's go see. Where are they? Damn, they're far. This is ridiculous. There's so many trees. Like, what is this? Can we just have, like, a regular field? Thank you. Where are they? They are so far. I'm barely halfway through the map. That makes no sense. So apologies, guys. I have a bit of a stuffy nose. Again. Ah, there they are. Oh, damn. Look at that. That's crazy. Slingers did have more range than everyone else at the time. Okay, so this is the range. Wait. The whole tree trunks are moving. I think they had an issue where we were trying to make the top move because of the wind and the whole tree moves instead. Damn. Okay, I just want to have like a nice little firing line. It's satisfying. That's gonna hurt. Cosmicus, you the goat, Terry. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very heavy win indeed. Shortcut. Alright, let me see this, boys. Ooh, yeah. Now that is cool. That I like. Damn. Woo. You know, this is what old battlefields looked like, just in the Napoleonic War era. Like, just lines of dead soldiers. Holy hell. You helped me mod Warband years ago? Well, you're welcome. It's actually one of the easier games to mod. Oh, I got 1 morale from this. Thank you so much. I was really hoping for more, but okay. Maybe I need to just rest my troops, you know? Okay, let's just go to Paris, Lutetia, and rest up. Well, I better keep it just in case. Won't need this anymore. There you go. You downloaded Paris now? Good for you. It's a great mod. Definitely made a lot of content on it. Oh, this mod keeps getting spicier. By all the gods, the Jews are a stubborn bunch of bastards. You can't even put up a statue of the princeps without them going completely mad. I'm telling you, I served in the Jerusalem garrison when the new governor, Felix, decided to introduce the Imperial cult. The locals told him it was a bad idea, but would he listen? So, me and some other lads get the order to erect the statue. We get it up, and not 15 minutes later, a mob swarms the place. They didn't just tear it down, they nearly tore us to pieces. We were lucky to get back to the Antonia fortress with our skins intact. Took us days to restore order. A week later, we catch one of the ringleaders. You know how it is? You know how it is, a little questioning for fun. We gave him a choice, a bit of torture, or just a pinch of incense for the divine Caesar. Guess what he chose? He said he'd rather die than worship a false god. Fine, we said, have it your way. So we worked him over a bit and asked again. Same answer. We kept this up for a week. The man was a bloody pulp, but he still wouldn't break. So we said, alright, let your god decide. We offered him a choice. Be tied to a stake in the desert for a week. If you survive, you're free. Or just admit Caesar is a god and walk away with a full purse. He chose the desert. When we went back, the vultures had already found him. I'm telling you, Judea is a pit, full of fanatics. You do that to a Gaul, he'd be worshipping Caesar's sandals by the first day. It is a Roman campaign. It's in the title, I believe. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Oh, another guy. I didn't know we were starting a whole conversation by just talking to someone in a tavern. That's what makes Caesar on the Hill like such a rich mod. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. We had a woman here in Lutetia. I knew her. Used to see her at the Temple of Aphrodite. We'd flirt a bit. Good times. Then one day she just stopped coming. Said we shouldn't meet anymore. Turns out she's joined this new cult. When the order came down to round them up, I tried to help her. Come on, I said. What can this Christos offer that our gods can't? Just make a small offering to the princess and you can walk free. But she wouldn't do it. Said she'd rather die. I even offered to help her escape, but she refused. Said it was her destiny. A week later, she was torn apart by lions in the arena. Jesus. See? Mad. The lot of them. What's so special about their Yahweh that they'd rather die than toss a little incense for another god? Don't know. And the funny thing is, they hate each other. The Christos followers and the other Jews, they're at each other's throats. I thought they were the same thing. No. The Jews are waiting for some king, a messiah, to come and free them. These Christos folk claim he already came, this Jesus Christos. But the other Jews say no. It's a whole complicated mess. Indeed it is. Like I said, madmen. We should either wipe them all out, or just leave them to rot in their own little snake pit. Here, hey, you there. You look thirsty. Join us for a drink. Sure, why not? We were just discussing the many splendors of service in Judea. Ha! A terrible place. Not worth the dust on your sandals. So what brings you to Lutetia, friend? Just an adventurer saying the world. An adventurer? I bet you could drink this whole tavern dry then. Alright, you've convinced me. I'm not around. Saw your wife in the market yesterday. She's looking well. Well, she's gotten fat. Ever since they built that new aqueduct, she doesn't have to hold water from the well. Sits around all day. It's made her soft. Ha! Maybe that's why the barbarians hate our aqueducts. They're trying to keep their woman thin. Worse, now she has more time to nag me. Anyway, another drink. My purse is still heavy and my throat is dry. I'm with you. What about you, friend? One more for the road? Thank you. Hey, if I keep getting XP, you don't see because of my camera, but I'm making XP from this. My brother is an architect in Africa, in a town called Cirta. In his last letter, he told me the locals kept tearing down the aqueduct scaffolding at night. The governor finally got fed up and cancelled the whole project. Ha! We taxed them to build things to make their lives better, and they fight us every step of the way. Ungrateful bastards. Ah, that's the truth of it. Bacchus has made me drunk. Now Venus is calling me. I hear Gaius has some new Syrian belly dancers at the Lupanar. Let's go see. A fine idea. You coming with us? Sounds like a plan. Ah, Gaius has a girl for every taste. Come on then. Okay, it's another description. They're basically in a brothel. You and the soldiers collapse onto a sticky bench as a few weary-looking dancers emerge from the shadows, their painted smiles doing little to hide the exhaustion in their eyes. Okay, well, I am in the brothel. I don't... There's some servers, but they're wearing underwear. Either we have normal sex, you screw my gigantic butt, and the third option would be simple BJ. Yeah, I think I'm just... Can I just go? What if I... Enjoy or survive your time? Oh my god. Okay, they've got the whole thing. Enjoy or survive. Jesus Christ. Okay, well maybe I can just talk to the guys. Oh, he's singing. Okay, there's some dancers. Okay. Whew, guys. I'm pretty sure, like, based on what they were offering, there was gonna be something there. Also, teenagers showing up. Teenager in the back. He's turning 18 actually today. Still a teenager, technically. The evening melts away. Okay, the ghost of perfume. Okay, I passed out. I lost 500 denarii and made 1000 XP. Okay. Hold up. That got a little spicier, but okay. I was wondering if there's something I can do for like, well, these two guys are gone. Anything else? There's a physician. Jeremus. Okay, it's literally Jeremus. Hey, we got Jeremus. And he's got some good skills. So we might as well use him. That's a ransom broker. Anything else here? Probably mercs. Yep. No need for mercs. Okay, well, let's just move on with the quest. We are supposed to rise to power and become... Okay, that's where I have to go to talk to the... Meet Antonia and Antonia as fast as possible to discuss the further plan. Okay. Well, it's kind of well crafted, because I'm on my way to do a quest over there anyway, so they're making the quest progress that way. That's cool. You have arrived at the windswept hills overlooking Tarquini, the site of the most magnificent Etruscan necropolis ever discovered. Before Rome was an empire, the Etruscans dominated this land, and their legacy is whispered from the silent burial mounds that dot the landscape. This is a true city of the dead, where tombs are arranged in a grid of streets and squares, each a subterranean home for a noble family, its walls painted with scenes of life, now lost to time. Gonna have to walk around and find her in this. It'd be nice if she just showed up here, you know, it's kind of obvious. What am I supposed to do? Just... I don't remember if she said to, like, meet her in some ruins or something. Or is it on the other side? Nope. Okay. I don't like when mods do that. Like, they just give you like this massive map and you're stuck on foot, so it just takes forever to get anywhere. Maybe she's in the ruins. That's what I'm bargaining on. Betting, rather. Of course not. Of course. And I can't leave. So I guess we'll be here for a while, boys. Bruh. Where is she supposed to be, yo? Imagine if she was right there and I just completely missed her. Hey, Kosekol, welcome to the stream. How are you? They gotta do something about the steps. They replaced the sound effect for walking and running around, but it's so heavy for no reason. And where is she supposed to be? I have no idea what's going to happen, but why do I get the impression it's possible that she lured me here to plan my assassination? I mean, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense at this part in the story, because our plans to kill Caesar are not even... We're not even close to a point where she could get rid of me. What mod you playing? This is called Out Caesar, Out Nihil, which is a very bad pronunciation, but it's in Latin. It means either Caesar or nothing. It's a Roman mod. A very complex one. One of the best... not just one of the best Roman mods, one of the best mods, period. Because it's very rich. Except now, like, you catch me at the worst possible time. Because I'm trying to proceed with a quest. I'm supposed to meet someone around here, but I have no idea where they are. So it's turning into a bit of a slug right now. I have no idea where she is. Maybe someone... sometimes I have people who played the mods that I'm playing before me. And they give me tips while I'm playing. Don't seem to have that luxury at the moment. Ah, there she is. Yay. She was right by the fire. Okay. There she is. Hey, girl. Finally, you arrive. You took forever. You should be ashamed of me wait alone. But what should one expect from a slave? Anyway, let's get straight to business. Now light this torch and follow me. We will enter the tomb. Aye. Let me start with a small history lesson. As you're of poor origin, you probably have no education. So, this is an Etruscan tomb. It is the tomb of Lars Terms. He had the title of Lucamo or Lucamoi. Anyway, it's also funny as it seems to be the Etruscan name for Mercury. Now look at the depictions. You observe the wall. In a flickering light, the figure seems to move. I see how they move. I see how they move, eat, drink, and dance. How the musicians play on their instruments. Yes. Now listen. One can even hear the music. It is fast and cheerful music. The whole festivities take place in a palace near the coast. Maybe an island? And then slaves enter, bringing more pleasures of flesh. Out of pure enjoyment, the tyrant becomes mad and throws around plates, cups, and other expensive dishes. Then he comes over to... Wait, what am I talking about? Whom you mean with the tyrant? No one. This is not important. Don't distract me and be quiet. Whatever. What I wanted to show you is our past. Rome was once ruled by Etruscan kings. The last king, Tarquinius Superbus, was overthrown by Junius Brutus, and the Republic was established. Now we have kings again, but they would never call themselves kings. They are princeps, the first among equals and Caesars. I know your Roman history well. My father was a teacher at a public school. They had public school back then, cool. The fact that you mentioned Tarquinius is funny, as he had become king through the machinations of a woman. Yes, that is true. He also took land from the wealthy and distributed it among the poor. Kings tried to impress the plebeians with all kinds of populist politics. Rome was, is, and always, and will always be a place of greed. The wealthiest rule in Rome. One is only a true citizen if they have enough wealth, estates, slaves, and income. Rome has always been a refuge for thieves, murderers, and greedy merchants. As we can see, Romulus killed Remus because of greed. During the whole Republic, political murder was common. Sometimes it was used more often, other times it was not. As for Rome, nothing has changed, except for it becoming larger. The town is full of murderers, but is many times larger. The king tries to appease the masses with populism or by killing his political opponents right away. I mean, I know my reading is not super good, and I'm trying to give a bit of dramatic intonation to it, but there are also a lot of misspells, which make it difficult. Like, they're still full of murders. I feel like they were trying to say murderers. That's why I'm like, it doesn't like quite process well for me. As Rome is a city of thieves, it stole everything it could steal. Look at these wall paintings. They could also be in some villa in Rome. Why? Because we stole their art, their religion, and their land. Then we expanded, and as we did, we stole more. We stole as much as we could. So much for us and our past. Now let me tell you about my travels. Once you left my villa, I searched for some old dress and cloak, I put makeup on my face to make me look like a peasant woman, and searched for the remaining coins, wine, and bread that I have. Then at night, I set my house on fire and left it. If there were any spies of Piggy Caesar, they will have seen it and most likely believe now that I am dead. The first destination of my travel was the port of Syracuse. I left and after 1 mile of walking, I was too exhausted. Luckily, I spotted a small farmer house not far away, so I decided to head there to buy a mule. As I said, I visited the house. The farmer living in it thought I would be a prostitute. He wanted... So basically, her costume just makes everyone think she's a prostitute, and it's probably going to be a running gag that everywhere she goes, people try to get her services. He wanted to sleep with me in exchange for the mule. I agreed, but tricked him. When he undressed, I drew my knife and cut off his... wiener. Damn. He screamed in pain, haha. I tended his wounds, took all his money and wine, loaded everything on the mule, stole his most favorite horse, and rode away. Hi Terry, where are you from? I can't place your accent. I'm a French-Canadian. And I'm doing, and how are you? Welcome to the stream. In Syracuse, I spent more time in taverns and had conversations with sailors. That disgusted me, as sailors are the most terrifying people you can find. The sea makes them mad over time. But I heard not many rumors at Syracuse. Not many rumors at but I did not hear many rumors, as Syracuse is a minor and rather unimportant place. The cult of Isis is quite popular there. They worship the Egyptian goddess, Isis. The cult spread throughout the Mediterranean since Alexander destroyed the Persian Empire. But it isn't very important at all. A rather harmless cult. I tried to spread words about a man struck by the lightning and chosen by the gods, but my words fell on deaf ears. So, I decided to move on to Carthage. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like every time, Cosecloid, that it's pretty intense. You never expect what the next line is gonna be. I took the next ship leaving Syracuse in direction of Carthage. Carthage is a large trading town, and there I heard all kinds of rumors. I heard that the cult of Mithras is slowly gaining popularity and was spreading from the east. Also, the other minor eastern cults are spreading. Then I heard about the rumor of a great king who will be born in the east and who will bring the realm of God. This rumor was spread by Christos worshippers, people who worship a man whom say was Jewish born and whom they call Christos. They claim this Christos is the king who was born in the east, in Hierosolima. Christos was then crucified because of charges against him that claimed he was a criminal. His worshippers claimed he would come back to bring his heavenly realm. That made me think, what if you are the great king whose realm will come, and it will come from the east? Yeah, I'm Jesus. I recently started playing Bannerlord. Your mod vid was really helpful, the 40 mods one. Yeah, well, you're welcome. The main problem with it was a year ago. I would need to remake that video because a lot of the mods that were in it are now implemented into base game Bannerlord because of a latest update. Like, the devs took a bunch of mods and just made them part of the game. So that's pretty cool. But also new game version, new mods, like... I need to remake this video every year, basically. Not what I was expecting when I tuned in, lol. Yeah, me neither. I was not born in the East, but the idea is interesting. Starting Rebellion East would give us advantage, I think, as the wealth lies there. Exactly. These are also my thoughts. So I started to spread rumors of a great king rising in the East. I exaggerated where I could, telling people he was as strong as a Titan, smart as Athena, and in general, like Megas Alexandros. I told them that he was struck by lightning and survived, had descended onto the underworld, and returned to the world after 3 days. So I wandered from Carthage to Hispania, from Gaul to Britain, then back to Gaul and across the Rhine border to the Danube. From there, along the Danube to Greece. There I took a ship to Anatolia, went to Syria, visited Judea, Egypt, and Cyrenaica, and finally traveled to Italia. Wherever I stayed, I spread the news of a great king rising in the East. Jesus Christ. Literally, that's what we're talking about. And so, I finalized my ideas about how we set up the plan and prepare your rise to power. I found out valuable information about Nero's inner circle I want to share with you. Thanks for your detailed report. Now let us discuss the important matters, our plan. Firstly, I thought about the following. Great heroes usually go east. Alexander or Achilles, for instance. The largest empires had their origins in the east. And after all I have seen, I am now sure the reason is that the west is just a terrible, cold, and rainy place, while in the east you have large cities, trading centers, and all that. We will set up our power base in the east. It would also fit perfectly with those myths about a king being born in the east, which I already told you about. Secondly, the East has another great thing, wealthy, rebellious provinces. I am speaking of Judea. It's a labyrinth of rivaling rebellious groups, all kinds of sects preaching the end of all days. They are like a sleeping lion. We just need to poke them, and then the Lion of Judah will awake. There are many, and the rebellion will be sizable. Best of luck, Terry. Good connecting with you briefly. Gotta get back to work. Take care. Well, thanks for tuning in, and thank you for your wishes, and I wish you a good rest of your shift. You have a good one, man. We will do the following. Piggy Caesar needs money, and the Temple of Hierosolima is one of the wealthiest temples on the Roman rule. You will convince Piggy Caesar that it is a good idea to force the Jews to share some of their gold with him. We need to ensure that you are the one who oversees the whole mission. Then you will travel to Hierosolima and demand the gold from the Jews. They will go wild and for sure start a rebellion. You just need to ensure that you can get all the gold away before the arranged Jews kill you. That is the most dangerous part of the mission. After that, go back to Piggy Caesar and claim that the gold was lost during the revolt. That is a brilliant idea. That way we weaken the Empire and at the same time obtain gold for our war chest. That is a terrible idea. Way too risky. If the rebels catch me, I am dead. Yes, I know that I am a genius. Yeah, she's doing the little finger thing quite well. Chaos is a ladder. Now let me continue. I want to give you some general overview of the political situation and the circle around Piggy Caesar. The Praetorians have currently pretty much two prefects, Tigellinius and Caeso Flavius. Tigellinius is cruel and ruthless. He usually does the dirty job, killing political enemies and so on. He's also a good friend of Piggy, while Caeso is weaker. He is more reluctant when it comes to killing people. He is also not considered as a close friend of Piggy, but nobody questions his loyalty, and he is kind and content with his position. We need allies in the Praetorian Guard, and we will ally with Caeso, but more details on this later. Yeah, still good from Jews. I mean, it's I mean, to be fair, we have to take the historical context here, okay? I mean, even Jesus was mad at all the wealth being hoarded by the temples, right? He saw the temples as pretty corrupt at the time. Let us not bring presentism into this. Among Piggy's courtiers are some important figures worthy of note. First, there is Locusta, who is famous for making all kinds of tasty drinks, which are of course poison. She has no political ambitions. We could, in theory, ask her for help, but I am not sure if she is trustworthy. And who needs poison if he has this? She points at your weapon. And this. She strokes your muscles. Better to have a man with a sword than a woman with poison. Now, there are others. There's Sporus, who is basically a male copy of Poppaea, although much dumber, and with literally no ambitions. He is most likely just a toy of Piggy. Finally, we have Crispinilla. She's basically just a drunkard and average party slut. Oh, damn. Don't tell her any secret, as all of Rome will know about it in the next day. She has no political ambitions. She is only in the palace, telling Piggy what Piggy wants to hear. Okay, those are all horrible people that I really do not want to be interacting with. It feels like a crash, especially if I accidentally click the same button multiple times, but eventually recovers. I'm on V1315. Any ideas on how to fix this? Should I send my mod list? What I would recommend is you look at each mod you have, go on each mod page and look at the post tabs, and they will tell you, usually there's people there who will tell you like if there's any issues with those mods because of the game version. You can also just try and gradually disable each mod to see like if it stops the issue, so you can find the culprit, because most likely that's the issue, it's the wrong game version. But I can't tell you like which mod is what. Like I said, when I made that video of 40 plus mods last year, I was on the latest version of everything and everything worked. But of course, as time goes on, that's going to be an issue. And lastly, we have Poppaea. She has ambitions, large ambitions. She is the daughter of Titus Ullius from Picenum and Poppaea Sabina Major. Her father was a friend of the Praetorian prefect Maecenas, who was probably the most influential Roman during Tiberius' rule. When Maecenas had been overthrown, Ullius' political career came to an end. What? And that is the reason why Poppaea took the name of her mother, Sabina, instead of Ollia. I guess she always had great plans and wanted to be part of the circle of power. Or maybe she just wanted enough money for a boundless extravagance. I don't know what her reasons were in the end, but she started a successful political career by first marrying the Praetorian prefect Rufus Crispinus. Then, due to Agrippina ruling over Rome, Crispinus was removed from the position of Praetorian prefect, and Poppaea immediately divorced. There are plausible rumors that Poppaea already prepared for the time after Crispinus. Even as she was married, she still had an affair with Otho. Otho was a close friend of Piggy by that time. That's a lot of political intrigues just being broken down insanely quick. This is rough. The friendship between Piggy and Otho broke, and Otho was punished by becoming governor of Lusitania, which is literally the arsen of the world. You must be very careful with her. Once our plot grows, she for sure will notice it and make her preparations. When she tells you that she loves you, you can be sure it's a lie. And do not yield her seduction, and do not sleep with her. I couldn't forgive you if you would do this. Damn, what kind of possible answer is this? This is... Yeah, it's just pleasure, man. I promise that I will not do this. Very good. You must stay reasonable. I already talked enough, and I think we're running out of time. You do what I said. Convince Nero to confiscate the temple treasury and go to Jerusalem and raid the temple. After the lion has awoken, I will meet you, most likely near Jerusalem, and inform you about the next step. One final thing before I forget it. Poppaea is most likely worshipping this Jewish god. At least rumors say it. You may use this fact during our conversation with Nero. Be careful. Thanks, have a nice day. I'll be waiting for the new updated vid for mods. That might be a while, but see you. Have a good day. She kisses you goodbye and leaves. You remain in the tomb for a short while, thinking about what happened. You look at the paintings, and for a moment you hear crowds of people chanting and celebrating your name. And all of a sudden, the voices are gone. A soldier interrupts you by asking if everything is fine. Your men worried when they only see Antonia leaving the tomb, but not you. Next step is to travel to Rome and talk with Nero, or as Antonia would say, with Piggy. They should, to be honest, add an in-game feature where you can see mod conflicts. Well, it's way too difficult. Like, you can't, There are some mods, like, I know, like, the Bethesda games, modders made a tool called Loot, which is meant to help with the load order. But you can't, like, really do anything about that. Also, friend, I'm not sure if you still have you tried 1866 Western mod? Yes, I have. It's actually pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Okay, well, before I go to Rome and talk to Nero, I'm gonna go do the first quest I was supposed to do. Ask you to crush the slave revolt near Neapolis. Recruit 80 men. I mean, I have the men, but maybe I need to recruit more? Well, I don't have really much cavalry at all, so total size 60. You reach the maximum of cohorts you can command. Okay. Okay, well, let me go to Rome then. Probably a barracks there for sure. Lamentations of a girl. As you are towards the Forum Romanum, your gaze falls upon a beautiful girl, clothed in tattered rags, weeping bitterly. Though you cannot fathom the reason for her sorrow, something in this fragile creature stirs a deep well of pity within you. Okay, talk with her. Doomed! I am doomed! Oh, I will end this life! She draws a knife. Wait! Wait! You grab the knife. You are a young girl. All your life lies before you. Don't waste it like that. I have committed the greatest sin. What? Because of me, Rome burned down and the Christians are killed. What? But why? First of all, I started the fire, not her. I was a slave of Nero and a Christian. I actually loved Nero, and I hoped I would rescue his soul. The priest Musculus teaches that Nero is the Antichrist, the enemy of our Lord. But I thought this is not true. I thought he is just another poor soul that needs to be rescued. I know what Nero has become, but he wasn't like that always. His courtiers made him to what he is today. But why are you responsible for the fire? Well, I thought I could convert him. I tried my best. But then he asked which god I worship. Then I told him, the only true almighty God. He said, there exists at least one God, namely him. I said this is heresy. He looked at me, stood up and walked away. He asked his courtiers what to think about his opinion. When he came back, he asked, are you a Christ? And I said, yes, I am. He said, I was told Christians are the enemies of me. They teach that all people are equal, but look at me. Am I not a god? I said that his heart should open for the love of God, but he just laughed and banished me from the palace. Then he said that I will soon see how mighty he is and how weak my god is. This was on the day before the fire of Rome happened. Damn. Then I went to the priest Musculus because I didn't know what else to do, but he called me a hoe because I laid with the Antichrist. But he also said that there's hope for me. I shall help them setting Rome to fire. It would be God's wish to burn this metropolis of sin to the ground. I trusted him and helped them burn Rome to the ground. But not only the Christians of Musculus set Rome on fire, on the very same day, thugs hired by Nero also set Rome on fire. For real? Now I'm totally confused. Yeah, me too. Oh my god, it's way too much. I'm sorry. So I summarize it. Nero wanted to see a burning city and thus ordered to burn Rome down, while this Christian priest Musculus wanted to fulfill the wish of his god and also burn Rome down on the very same day. Well, yes. There should be like a TLDR. Do you know who was involved into Nero's plan? Did the Augusta know about it? Did Caeso Flavius, prefect of the Praetorian Guard, know about it? The Augusta Poppaea didn't know anything. Caeso also wasn't involved. Nero only told it to a few people to avoid any rumors. He hired thugs to start the fire, and then ordered the Praetorians to kill those thugs, claiming they are Christians too. But I might say something about Musculus. Before Paul was thrown into jail, he was a different person. He taught us about love and that we should love even our enemies. He taught us about forgiveness. Musculus taught what also our Lord Christus taught before he was nailed to the cross. But after Paul was imprisoned, something changed. I don't know what and why, but he somehow became cruel. He stopped teaching love, but started to talk about the destruction of the city of sin. After all those events happened, I spent a lot of time to think about it and about my involvement. Firstly, I realized what Musculus did was wrong, and has nothing to do with the Christian faith. It is a faith of forgiveness and love. Burning down a city is a cruel act, which is clearly a sin, so I started to pray for his soul. Secondly, I realized I am responsible for all this. I wasn't able to stop Nero, and then I helped Musculus with his wicked plan. That's why I want to kill myself now. I am not worth living. I know enough about your faith to say, don't do it. Don't kill yourself. Ah, that are interesting outcomes. I need to leave now. Peace. Christus wants you to leave. He will forgive you if you confess and repent of your sins. Also, I must admit that I helped Musculus. I brought him oil for the fire. At least I am baptized, though more under the force than voluntary. But I learned something about your faith. I hope you will find to Christus one day. I will pray for your soul. But you are right, I shouldn't kill myself. Great, what will you do now? I want to leave this doomed town and go somewhere else. Maybe to Gaul or Britannia or even Germania and spread the word of our Lord there. Too many misspells. As you come closer to the town, you see crosses. First, you don't know what is going on. You stand there and look at those people hanging on the crosses. Mankind left alone and lonely, as death on the morrow harvest of grain, the grain of humans. You see a mob, several hundred people, throwing rotten food on a woman with her child. You hear someone shout, "Those Christians are weak sheep. They must be slaughtered like the animals they are." Pathetic. The governor has issued a decree that everybody who wants to enter the town must register by the guards. Therefore, travelers of all kinds have to wait in line for hours before being admitted in. Okay. It's 9 PM here in India. I will take my leave, Terry. It was fun watching you. Well, thank you, and all good. You have a good evening and a good night, and maybe I'll see you on the next stream. What do you mean this town has no barracks? Are you serious? Tom definitely has a barracks. I always build one in Rome too. Bruh. Which town has barracks? Okay, I don't know. Enough of this. It says they're near. Is that them there? Oh yeah, that's Albus. Okay, never mind. Oh, I liked you. You barely saw it, but you went like, Ave, you know. Who comes there? Another Roman who wants to die? You must be Albus. I'm Tribunus Quadus Zeno, and I have come here to enforce Roman law. Tribunus Quadus Zeno, I warn you, we already destroyed 2 cohorts of your useless warriors. We can easily crush you too. I challenge you to a duel. If I win, you will be captured and your men too. If you win, if I win, I will send your head to Caesar and your men will be crucified. Aye, defend yourself. You will have to fight for your life. I wonder how tough the guy actually is. Well, that was easy. Why would he have agreed to a duel? Bruh, I have to go all the way back to Britain to claim my reward. Although I do have him here. Okay. Let's finish this quest and see what happens. Rage of Achilles. Sing, goddess, of the rage of Peleus' son Achilles, the accursed rage that brought great fear to the Achaeans. You also feel this ira in you. It drives you on your way. It fills your heart. Achilles had this rage too. Sometimes you think that he is part of your life. Your health increases. Nice. Okay, now I have to find the guy. You have 30 days to finish this quest. Nero's wishes. Damn. They got too much going on. Too many stories. Okay, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yes, indeed. Got 5,000 denarii, 14 renown. Okay, well, I guess that was the one mission he had for me. Yeah, so the next main mission in the quest is to basically stage a revolt in Judea. That's pretty cool. But okay, back to Rome. Shout out to my dad. If anyone is watching, he just appeared in the bottom corner. Serious Dad. That's my dad's Steam account, which I created for him a few years ago, and then I gave him the Serious Sam games on Steam because he likes to play them. One of your soldiers accuses a local peasant of having offended and attacked him. Sorry guys, I'm a bit stuffy. One of your soldiers accuses a local peasant of having offended and attacked him with a wooden stick. The soldier is known to be a trustworthy man. Now the soldier demands a trial before a military court. You as the commander-in-chief are the judge. The accused peasant has been captured and brought before you. The peasant says he is not guilty and that it was the fault of the soldier. He only tried to defend himself. Well, he has the reputation of being trustworthy. And we don't know anything about the peasant. I don't know. Finish the soldier, he is lying and an idiot. Morale is low, that's not good. There's gotta be a way of increasing morale. Because yeah, that's gonna start happening. Let's see if I can go into a tavern and maybe get some wenches. I don't know. You will get a morale boost from resting? Yeah, I figure, huh? Let's try that. Well, I just did the tavern trick. But yeah, let's give him a day. Dude, I'm not about to go on a military campaign. Are you serious? A year ago, Nero held a festival, the Luvenalia, to celebrate its traditional beard shave. On this occasion, however, it was not professional artists who appeared, but senators and aristocrats, which was as disgusting as it was damnable to the Roman aristocracy. At the end of the games, Nero himself performed on stage. This year, Caesar Augustus donated the Neronia, games that were based on the Greek games and took place in Neapolis. Because there, the audience was more open to performances of all kinds than in Rome. Again, Princeps Nero performed on stage publicly and for the first time in front of a large audience. Terrible. Okay, well, I tried to rest, but it didn't really do anything. Let me see if I can get another barrel. It is expensive, but I have a lot of money, so I'm not too worried. I mean, how much money do I have? 50,000. And I'm low on food. Gotta get more. Oh yeah, I remember him. He was with me earlier on. Go to the gardens. There you go. Wait until night falls. Fine. Okay, we're attending a party. We're infiltrating the aristocracy. You enter the gardens of Maecenas and are immediately overwhelmed by the grandeur and extravagance of the celebrations. The gardens are beautifully decorated with vibrant flowers and lush greenery, and the air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming roses. As you walk through the gardens, you are greeted by the sound of live music and the laughter of guests. The guests are dressed in their finest attire, or adorned in elegant togas and sparkling jewelry. Then you make your way to the main area of the feast. Your eyes are drawn to Poppaea Sabina, Nero's wife. She is dressed in a stunning white and gold gown, with intricate embroidery adorning the bodice and sleeves. Her hair is styled in a sleek bun, adorned with a gold headpiece and a string of pearls. She exudes an aura of grace and elegance, the epitome of Roman nobility. You can't help but feel a sense of awe at the opulence of the scene before you, and you can't wait to indulge in the delicious food and wine that are sure to be served. Party time! It's dark, yo. Where am I supposed to go? I guess over there. Oh, who is this? Poetry readings, musical performances, their horse show. Alright. Well, it's so dark I can barely see where I'm going. There's some people chilling over there. Let's go see. Okay, well, I'm attending the feast. I'm guessing I have to talk to people. Alright, let's mess with them. Come on, girl, turn around. There you go. Now you're stuck like this. Okay, well, the main attraction must be there, like, near that structure. Let's go see. We got my toga. Pretty cool. It's dark, though. Oh, damn. They got him doing the wheels and stuff. Look at that. Woo! Even that one, like, damn. Really pushing Warband to its limits, huh? Whoa. Anywho. Hold up. Be right back, people. Yeah, they are pretty cool. That's why I just switched the camera. But sorry guys, no, I'm just gonna make sure the teenager leaves because his uncle is here to pick him up. He's waiting downstairs. He's not making a really good job right now of getting ready. Where's Nero? Oh, that's her. She's quite the schemer. Gotta be careful what we say to her. Who else is here? I'm guessing Nero is around here somewhere. No, there he is. He's got his own dancer. A bit of a psycho. Anyone else interesting here? Okay, hold up, guys. Teenagers, man. Okay. Apologies, folks. I guess I'm gonna talk to the wife and get through another long dialogue with lots of lore and lots of complexities. Hey there, Tribunus Quadrazino. I've been looking for you all night. How are you enjoying the feast? It's a pleasure to meet you too. I'm having a great time, thank you. And yourself? I'm having the time of my life, as you can see. I may have had a little too much of the wine, but who cares, right? It's all part of the fun. I can see that. It is quite a feast. Nero knows how to throw a party. My Nero certainly knows how to throw a party, that's for sure. He's a visionary, always thinking ahead and always looking for new ways to improve Rome. But enough about him. Let's talk about you. I've been thinking about you ever since I heard all the talk about your fame and deeds. It's so great to finally meet you. You're such an interesting person with so much potential. I can't help but be drawn to you. Well, thank you. It's the truth. No need to say thanks. I just had a boring conversation with Delius. He is such a dull monkey compared to you. Her face twists. Bastard. Whom have you spotted? Nero. Look there, how he flirts with his wench. It's not a feast if there's no butter. True. He is only doing this to punish me, you should know, I am a very envious person, and seeing this is just disgusting. That's like the first test. Why does he want to punish you at all? It's all because of a silly little thing, really. You recently composed a new song, and he was expecting me to be more effusive in my praise of it, but to be honest, it was the same boring nonsense as usual. I was already drunk and couldn't force myself to say it's great. Instead, I say nothing. A loyal wife would praise her husband's art, no matter how terrible it is. So you're not a fan of his art? All this just played? You must have been very drunk indeed. Nero is a genius. Everyone says so. I see. Maybe you'll get over it soon. I'm going for like the most vague, neutral answers possible, so she can't sway me either way. You know, I'm playing the game. I don't care. Shall he be upset? Not my problem. What angers me the most right now is that he spends his time with this creature over there. Look! Look in the direction she is pointing and see Nero together with a dancer. The woman is a perfectly shaped figure. Damn it. I say, get yourself a male dancer too. I could do that. Oh, come on, girl. I was making a joke. I could do that, but that sounds like you want to get rid of me, don't you? Anyway, well, now get myself more wine to forget this terrible night. Guess we're done? Let's talk later. Okay. Let me go meet Nero. I mean, we've talked before. Welcome, Tribunus Quadrazino, to this grandiose feast. It's good to see you. I trust you've been keeping busy since we last met. Yes, Divinity. I've been working hard to serve Rome. I'm pleased to hear that. I've been keeping an eye on your progress, and I must say, I am impressed. Your mission is admirable, and I appreciate your loyalty to Rome and to me. Thank you, Divine Caesar. You should be. I am always in need of talented individuals like yourself, especially when it comes to fulfilling my desires. I am ready to serve in any way that I can, Divinity. Of course, Divine Caesar, anything for you. Excellent. I will be sure to keep you in mind for any upcoming opportunities. Remember, Tribunus Quadrazino, with dedication and by satisfying my needs, the possibilities are endless. Now that you would excuse me, there is business to do. He looks at the dancer. You should also find yourself one, and taste the wine. You will not find anything better than that. Can I just leave? Or is there someone else to talk to? Okay. As the feast comes to a close, Nero stands at the center of the gardens of Maecenas. He is dressed in a toga of pure white, adorned with gold embroidery and a golden crown on his head. In one hand, he holds a golden lyre, and in the other, a scroll of parchment. The guests gather around him, eager to hear the final performance of the evening. Nero clears his throat and begins to play the lyre with skill and grace. The notes echo through the gardens, filling the air with a melodious harmony. Oh, we get a cutscene. Kinda sucks that it's at night though, I can barely see anything. And it's not like there's a lot going on. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of people. As the poem comes to an end, the guests erupt into applause, cheering and clapping for Nero's performance. He smiles, bowing to the crowd, and then turns to his guests, raising his lyre in a toast. Let us celebrate this night and the memories we have made here. May they last forever. With that, the feast comes to an end, and the guests start to depart, but the memory of the night and Nero's performance will linger in their minds for a long time. Cool. You walk your way toward the main hall where Nero awaits his guests. When a woman dressed in fine clothes approaches you, she says, "You are not familiar to me, so I assume you will be introduced to Nero for the first time. Just in the case you don't know the order which has developed here, I want to give you a few tips. Otherwise, not even the gods can protect you from the wrath of a Caesar, so listen. Firstly, if Nero makes a joke, laugh about it. Secondly, never upset him. Thirdly, never do anything which would make him envious about you. Lastly, and most importantly, if Nero performs in any kind of art, be it a dance, a song, reading a verse, always laud him. Remember this." She walks away quickly. Trying to turn me into a sycophant. It would be really funny if I decide to just like, nah, I'm just gonna do the... I'm going to ignore all of this advice. Terminus Quadrasino, your lukewarm faith does you no favors. The gods dislike the indifferent, and such neglect may invite their displeasure upon you. Bring 2 pieces of jewelry, just like that. Okay, well, I'll wait till day to see if I can just buy some. I don't know where to get some jewelry. Where am I supposed to get jewelry? Maybe, like... in the exotic lands? Bruh, where am I supposed to get jewelry? Well, Judea is supposed to be, the rich lands. Nothing here. I have no idea where I'm gonna get some jewelry now. Visit? No. Okay, never mind. Let's just do the quest. I have a good idea to improve your finances, Divinity. I am not interested into ideas for people I do not trust. You need 80 relation? 80! I need 80 relations with him to get that quest done. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to be doing some serious grind for a while. Shoot. Yes, yes, I have an important task for you. Decades ago, this idiot virus, cursed be his name, was slaughtered together with 3 legions in the Teutonberg. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say the name. Teutberger Forest? By the Germans. Germanicus led campaigns to take revenge for the defeat and to find the lost eagles, but this donkey only found 2 of the 3 eagles. He found the eagle of the 19th and 18th Legion. If during my reign the last eagle could be found, people would always remember that it was me who finally took revenge for this shameful defeat. Thus, I order you to bring me the last eagle. Obviously, sir, we'll bring you the eagle. You should look around in Magna Germania. It should be there somewhere. Bruh. That's like the whole province. You should start your search near Baduhena's sanctuary in the land of the Frisi, as it was the place where the Battle of Teutonberg was fought. Search near Baduhena's sanctuary. Baduhena's sanctuary, it's right here. Okay, well, there's not much going on with the stream, and I've been a bit distracted by other stuff, and my nose is pretty nosy, so I think I'm gonna cut this one a bit short, unfortunately. I also have other stuff to do, and I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of time. But, I mean, this was the main thing. Like, I wanted to just advance the quest a bit, but, like, now that's giving me a bit of an issue. I started, like, from the last stream with the new rank that gave me an army, and I just had to, like, crush a rebellion in Neapolis, which I did. But then we spent most of it just rumming through dialogues after dialogues to get stuff going. So the main objective next time will be to increase our relation with Nero to 80, so I can progress the story. That means just doing quest after quest after quest. I do not feel like getting started on that right now. But, yeah. So that's gonna be it. Anyway, if you guys, anyone still watching right now, if you guys haven't seen the new video, my massive comparison of Warband and Bannerlord, it was a huge video. And I think I've done pretty decent, and I hope the video will do very well, because I've had a hard time getting it done. First I was procrastinated, then I was a little depressed, and this was like the first video. I don't know, but I think Warband is 1,000 times better than Bannerlord. I never felt Bannerlord to be that interesting. Okay, well, that's totally fair and true, but I feel like people need to explore a little more why that is. Like I said, I think I said it, or maybe I ended up cutting it out, but I think what Warband really has going for it, if you're really thinking about it, is nostalgia. I think a lot of people talk about Warband with nostalgia, like, oh yeah, you know, this used to be such a good game, that was my childhood, that was my teenage years, and obviously you're not gonna have that feeling with Bannerlord, because Bannerlord is a lot more fresh, but that doesn't mean one game is better than the other, you know? I mean, again, when you go point by point, I do think Bannerlord in most ways is better, but Warband being 1,000 times better than Bannerlord, I mean, like, how do you even begin to try and measure that? It's obviously very personal to you. But hey, more power to you as well. If you enjoy playing Warband more than Bannerlord, keep at it, man. But anyway, I'm sure there will be a lot of discussions for that in the comments of that video. So you guys, if you want, just go check it out. And that's gonna be it for now. I don't think I'll have another video for next week. I have a few projects, but they're kind of all like side projects, stuff that would end up in my backlog, you know? I don't know that there's going to be a lot more outside of that, at least for the time being. So I'll keep doing my live streams every week. Hopefully next week I have one that's a little more intense than that. And we'll see what happens with that quest, because... man, getting to 80 relations with a ruler before you can progress the story, that is insane. We're gonna be at this for a while. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.